Hi everybody, I'm here down in Las Vegas with my good friend Amber, and she does the Halo extensions. So I wanted to do a video to show everybody about the Halo extensions and why they're so great. I'm going to show you a few things about them. First of all, we have them on a hanger because that's how you want to store them, and it makes it easier to curl them. So we just hung the hanger up and then we curl them, and we'll go through and show you how to curl them in the end, but we wanted to start with pre-curled ones so we can show you how to put them in. And now I'm going to turn it over to Amber and she's going to teach us about them.
All right. Hi guys. So like Ali said, these are the Halo extensions and they use a crown method. Like you will see, it's really popular right now. But what sets the Halo apart from a lot of the crown method extensions is this awesome ability to quickly adjust the length.
I'm going to get close so we can see.
Yeah. You can quickly adjust the length of your fish wire right here. How it works is you just easily slide your hook through. And, okay, I'm not making it look so easy. So these are brand new, so they're a little tough to get through. And then you just pick where you want it, and they have it on both sides too. And the great thing about this is if you want it on, like the first one, they're gonna hang longer. If you want them not to hang as long, you can put them on the ones that are farther back.
And tell us why you want them to hang longer versus...
Well, so one of the main reasons to have them hang longer or shorter would be to have them blend in with your natural hair. So for example, if I have this on a long setting, then it's gonna sit farther down on the base of my head, and there might not be a good blending between the two lengths. If I have it on a shorter setting, it's gonna sit higher up on my head like that. So I've been wearing the Halo extensions about 3-4 years, and I love them. And how I've decided I like to wear them is I like to wear them down farther on the base of my head, and this is exactly how you put them in. So you just put it on, and the fish wire is...
Wait. I'm going to have you sit down so I can see the front and the back as you do this.
Okay.
So if you want to sit down and put them in, so we can kind of see both.
Oh yeah, because you can see in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
So I like it on a longer setting because it sits farther down on the base of my head. And they
pause for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just close this so we can all see a little bit better. Okay, now we're back.
So once you put them on, you just kind of snug them down, and then you take their awesome comb, and you're going to use the end of the comb, and you're just going to go around and pull your natural hair out over the Halo extensions. And you can see, you can actually do it really, really fast. I have done this like on the fly, in the car. I was at a shopping mall and I was showing someone how they work, and I did it in the dressing room without the comb, and it goes really easy. The other thing that's great about these is it has this awesome little hook on the end of the comb, and you use that up front to pull the hair.
So you can see that the wire's right in through here, and she's just using the little hook to pull around the wire so no one sees the wire.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just kind of, there you go. That's how we do there.
Okay, so has anybody ever told you that they've seen your wire?
Never. So like I said, I've been wearing them 3-4 years. I've never had anyone say they've seen my wire. I have people ask me all the time about my extensions, and I love telling them about Halo because they're so wonderful. They feel great. They look real. You know, it's real Remy hair. I've worn different lengths. Sometimes I'll wear 2. Like these are the 24 lengths, so these are the longest you can get. And for a long time, I would wear the 24s, and then I would put the 22s on top of it. So you could wear the 2 different lengths, and I would have super full hair and really curly, and it was just beautiful.
So if you want really, really long hair, you could do the 24s. Then you could also put in a 22.
Mm-hmm. To create that, so you don't see a ledge between your natural hair and the 24s.
Would 2 be the most that you would ever put in?
For me, yes. I think if you had thin hair, you could do 3, but the problem with doing more than that is so you'll see here, you've got the band from the halo. And so the second set is gotta sit here, otherwise you're gonna get like this bump in your hair.
Oh, got
So
it.
you have to put the next halo here, and then of course you would then put the other here. If you wanted that full of hair, or if you were really thin, you could get the fall. Halo makes a fall, which is like a clip in, and it goes right here, and it comes and it covers that top, which would be better than doing 3 layers of halos.
And you always feel like it's flat against your head?
Yeah. And look, like, it doesn't come out, like, you can shake your head, you can, I jump on the trampoline with my kids, I've gone to, I've, run around the backyard and kick the soccer ball with my daughter. They don't come out, they feel good, I've never had any problems with them.
Okay, let's see it from the front real quick. Will you pull your hair forward so we can see that? Okay. Yeah, they look so pretty. So pretty.
Yeah, I love them.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the benefits of them. How often do you wash them?
I wash mine about every 6 months. I hardly wash them. They're great. And that's one of the ways that you can keep them in such good condition, is you're not constantly processing them. So like the glue-in or the sew-in extensions are getting washed with your natural hair every day. And so by not having to do that, they last longer, they stay in better shape, the color doesn't fade. They're great. A little loop.
You have just a little loop. I mean, but look how easy that was. You see that tiny little loop, and we can easily fix that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, by not washing them, they last. How long do yours last?
I have had the same set. This is a brand new set, but before that I had 2, and they've lasted me 3-4 years. So if you take really good care of them, they're gonna last. So over that time, like I said, I started out with the longer ones on my original ones, and then as they, age, you need to trim them. And I've just had them trimmed by my stylist, and they're great.
Okay, you can see how easy they were to put in. The other way to put them in, which we talked about beforehand, was you can pull up. Will you show how you can pull up?
So the other thing is to show how easy they are to get out.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. They're out.
Okay, wait. Do that one more time, because
Sure.
we weren't even hanging. Okay, so here's putting them in.
So I'm going to show you exactly what I did the first time. Putting them in.
And how often do people comment on them?
Every day. Every day I have somebody say, your hair looks so amazing, it looks great. And I always tell them, I'm like, yes, I have halo extensions. And so many times people are like, you have what? You have extensions in? That looks like all your real hair.
See, this is so interesting to me because you see the wire right now, but then once you go through it, it really just hides it.
Yeah. When you use the little hook and you pull out your natural hair, and you just kind of learn your method. Like some people start in the front, some people start in the back.
And I'm going to get real close for a second. All she's doing is pulling around.
Yeah. Down and around and pulling your natural hair out in front of the wire. So
when I stand back, let's see that real quick.
Look good?
Looks really good.
Okay. So to take them out, all you do is you just go through and grab the wire and pull them out. There you go.
Oh my gosh. That's
So easy.
Simple.
So easy.
So you can wear them higher on your hair, you can wear them lower on your hair, and that's going to just change your length and the comfort.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because what I found is if you wear them up top, they feel a little looser. And every once in a while, like if I'm driving in the car and I'm kind of sitting on my hair and I make a turn with my head, I'll feel the extensions stay in place. So they'll stay in place and I'll turn and see that now it's like right here. And then when I turn back, it goes back. So to overcome that, you just put them down tighter on your head. So does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So the other method of putting them in is by separating your hair first. and putting it up in a clip. Just gonna grab one real quick. And you take the halos and you place them over the hair and where you want them. And then I like to pull this natural hair up over the halo. Some people don't. Some people just drop your hair that you've got in the clip over it. But I like as much of my natural hair on top of the halo as possible. And it's just kind of something I've found that I like to do when I wear them. I think they look better and they feel better and they feel more secure and stuff like that. And then you just drop your hair over it. Do the same thing in the front as we did the first time by pulling your natural hair out in front of the wire. And there you go.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yeah, super easy. Sometimes that's a great way, like if I have to curl my hair, if I'm trying to curl it, my extensions on my head, you know, like if I'm traveling or something and I don't have one of those hangers, sometimes I'll do that and I'll curl it around my head and then I'll drop my hair on top of it.
Okay, how often do you have to curl it?
Every couple of days. Yeah. So with the longer hair, it kind of weighs it down, pulls the curl out. But I have friends who wear them and they curl them like once a week. So
would you suggest buying longer ones and then letting them shorten over time?
yes. I mean, there is a price difference by length, so you're gonna pay for the length. But I mean, I love the long. If you're gonna do the extension, you gotta have the long hair. So
Right.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I would like to wear them.
Okay. Do you feel like the color's lightened over time?
Very little, but I mean, it's been my first set 3 years, 4 years, long time. So
And you still wear your first set?
yeah, I still do. They've gotten shorter, you know.
Uh-huh.
But what I did is I bought 2 sets. I bought two of the same color. I bought a 24 and a 22-inch length. And then originally, like I originally told you, I was wearing both of them. So I would wear the 24s here and then the 22s here. And I just wanted the fullness and the body that it offered. Over time, as I decided not to wear the 2 of them, I just kept one set straight and one set curly and just would put them in like that.
Okay, so what happens if you ever had a wire break?
I've never had a wire break, but if you do, it comes with a replacement wire. So you have the whole wire with the clips as a replacement that you can just use, or you can retie the wire with other fishing line.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so you don't really see the wire. They don't hurt. Do they get heavier throughout the day?
No, unless you put them on too tight. So every once in a while, if you put them on too tight, if you've ever had a ponytail and it's like by the end of the day, you're like, oh, my ponytail is giving me a headache. Sometimes you'll kind of get that. And that's happened to me before. And like I said, I was driving and I just pulled them out and put them back on and I just used my finger and put them back in place and it was great.
So you can wear them all day and
All
be
day.
totally comfortable.
Yeah, and they don't recommend you sleep in them because obviously it's so easy to take them off, so why sleep in them? But I have like taken naps in them, like on an airplane, or I've laid down for 15-20 minutes here and there and I never have any problem. They don't move, they don't get snarly, nothing like that.
Okay, so can you put your hair up when you're wearing them?
So you can pull your hair up as high as the base of the
So the extension line's where? Point that
right
out.
here.
Okay.
So that's as high, because if you go higher, it starts to pull the extension loose here on the wire, and then it can come out. So the other thing is, if you want to wear a high pony, Halo makes a ponytail extension that you can put your pony up here, and then it goes around, and they have videos and all that for that too.
Okay, so tell us the care on them. So how do you wash them?
You wash them in cold water, and I just wash them in my sink. I just wet them. I just use the Color Care shampoo, and then I wash them and I condition them, and then I just hang them on the hanger in my shower, and they are usually dry within 2.5 hours.
And then, so you don't necessarily blow dry them, you just let them dry.
No, but you can blow dry them. I let them air dry. So.
And then just curl or flat iron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of the things I love about Halo versus the sew-in or the glue-in extensions is that when you wash your hair, you don't have all that extra hair to wash. Because you just take it out, you hang it up, you wash your natural hair without all that extra hair that's heavy and takes forever to dry and all of that.
And then storing them, how do you store them?
I store mine laying flat. You can lay them flat, or Halo recommends putting them on the hanger and hanging them up. So a hanger like this is great because you can just clip, like we had at the beginning, you can clip the ends of each of the Halo in and just hang them. So.
Okay, can you show us how you curl them? Like with another set?
Yes.
Like hang them up and we can try that out so you can see.
So this is one of my original sets that I got. This started out as a 22-inch length, and over time we trimmed it up. These are the ones that are, I'm pretty sure it was like 2015, so yeah, almost 4 years old.
Holy
So
cow.
to curl these, you can just hang them on the hanger.
So you keep some sets that are straight and some sets that are curly.
Yes. So this just happens to be the set that is straight, just the one I grabbed. So we'll just curl these because I don't.
Okay, so do you usually have this already hooked all the time?
Yes, I leave it. I never change it. Unless I take it off to hang or to curl like this, I leave my hook and my wire in place and just pull it off and put it back on.
You feel like you set it on the same setting every time, like the same loops.
Well, I leave mine connected. I hardly ever.
But like when you get a new set, do you know
Yes.
right where you put them?
Yeah. I'm always like the first, second, sometimes third one in. So, yeah. And that's just something you play with, and that's one of the things that I love about the Halo versus some of the other crown extensions is that ability to do that. So, because the other ones, they don't have the hook, so you have to untie the fish wire and put it where you want it and retie it, and then you test it on your head, and if it's not where you want it, now you have to do it all over again.
So tell us the differences about the knockoff brands versus this. What makes this one so much better?
Well, I personally have never used the knockoff, so I've had friends use them, and they are cheaper. But like I said, that's the biggest difference is that, and then they don't have as many color selections as the Halo does, and when I've held my friends versus mine, they don't feel as heavy and as thick. They feel like they're just not as thick. Yeah. So this is how I curl mine. You have to ignore my old curling iron. But I hang it up like this. I hang it on my little towel rack because it's right here, easy to do. And I just simply, this isn't warm enough yet. Do this. And I'm going to hold it for a little bit longer than normal just because the curling iron is not all the way hot yet. And then, see, I didn't curl. It's not hot enough yet, sorry.
But that gives us the idea. So
yeah.
Do you mostly do the wand type or do you curl them? Or?
I do, but when I originally started wearing them, so now I do it like this, like a wand. But when I originally started wearing them, I would curl them, like I'd put the clip, like I'd use the clip on the curling iron and curl.
Any specific reason you just like the curl or does it work better?
I just like the way the curl looks when you do the wand. Okay, they're not curling. These are my straight ones, so I've actually never curled them.
But you can see, I mean, we just did them on these.
Yeah.
We just barely went through and did the exact same process before we started the video.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it definitely works. But the great thing is, I mean, these are so much longer than your natural hair, and yet they look so good. They even look thick all the way to the end, which is amazing.
Yeah, because sometimes you feel like, I was concerned about that. I'm like, I wonder if it'll feel too thin down here, but it doesn't. They're great. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend them. Allie's going to be selling them. She's going to be helping you with it. She's going to be the expert to go to, and she'll have me on call if she needs anything.
Okay, thanks for your time, Amber.
You're welcome.
Okay, see you guys.